Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for the Avengers issue number 14. This is a Blood Hunt tie-in, and that's the reason that I'm reading this. I can tell you now, you can definitely jump into this without having been caught up on the Avengers. Uh, and I think the team very smartly does that. So let's talk about the creative team. Speaking of that, Blood Hunt Part 1 is written by Jed McKay with art by CF Villa, Federico Blee, and Corey Petit. So this is just the name of the arc in the Avengers book. And as you can see the note, this story takes place during the events of Blood Hunt number 1. So this is going on at the same time as Blood Hunt number 1. So you can read this you probably want to read this after Blood Hunt just so that you understand the context of everything that's going on, but let's get into it. So uh, the new team up debuts. So we have a new Avengers roster. Obviously, the Avengers, if you read Blood Hunt, spoilers, they were taken out very handily in that Blood Hunt issue. With the current Avengers tied up and under siege during Blood Hunt, Captain Marvel calls for aid, and who better to assemble a new team of Avengers than Steve Rogers? Captain America gathers the forces of Quicksilver, who has a lot invested in this because his sister, the Scarlet Witch, is currently being attacked by by the Blood Brotherhood, I think they're called. Um, Hawkeye, Hercules, and a hero that I'm not very familiar with, Hazmat, who has radiation powers. So I think that helps out with tweaking. I think she can shoot different spectrums of radiation, including UV. So that'll definitely take out vampires. So they all gather together to take on the hordes of vampire attacking all over the world. And when they encounter an organized army of vampires in uniform led by a surprise villain, things get very personal. So that really doesn't happen till closer to the end of the issue. So I won't go into that. I don't want to spoil anything other than really the preview pages that we have. So um, this was really fun. Like I mentioned, first of all, very accessible as a issue 14 of a series. This is really kind of like Blood Hunt 1.5, right? It's a tie-in that really works. There's two types of tie-ins. There are tie-ins that have nothing to do with the story. They're just a story that's happening at the same time, so they have a theme in common with the event. But this one, to me, feels very concurrent. Like it's all happening at the same time. You really probably want to read both of these series together. If you're only gonna read one of the tie-ins, the Avengers one is probably the one you want to check out. The one for Dracula is also very good. We have a review for that on the channel as well. I'll make a list of like which ones are crucial to read, which ones you should read, and which ones you can probably ignore. We'll keep track of that. Maybe we'll put it on the community page. But anyways, as far as this issue, yeah, Jed McKay, I love the way he writes Captain America. I love that Steve's the one that has to put this team together. And they do a really cool thing. Let me pull up some preview art and I'll show you. They do a really cool thing where all these heroes kind of introduce themselves very naturally as they kind of arrive on the scene. We see Captain America here. He's put out the call with the Avenger ID cards, which I just love that as a gadget in the Marvel universe. Uh, Captain America chimes in. He has his own. Everybody has their own little speech bubble color as well for their narration, and he gives you a brief overview in one page. So very effectively, very efficiently, uh, you know, the creators give you a one-page like overview of what's going on. Why is Captain America putting out the call? Then on the next page, a one-cap recap of who is Captain America. Then Hercules shows up, and you also get a little bit of a recap for him. We get one from Hawkeye and K Bishop, and then we also get one from Quicksilver. We also get one. I don't have a page for it in the preview, but we also get one for Hazmat, and that's where you kind of learn. So Hazmat is the only one that actually says her name as she comes into the scene. Because I feel like all the other ones are pretty recognizable heroes. So the team was definitely it's very funny that the team was aware that maybe Hazmat is not the most known superhero. So I really enjoy this issue. Like I said, I think this is not I won't say required reading. You can probably read Blood Hunt on your own, but this will give you so much context, right? This is also being written by Jed McKay, so of course it's going to give you a lot more than you want. So yeah, recommend. 5 stars. I love it. I just think everything really came together, and then that reveal towards the last few pages is going to be really, really interesting to see how that plays out. This is going to be like its own little mini event, I think. So if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.